Hello and welcome to round 6. Two players, both 5-0, fighting to become 6-0. So if you look at it, it's like we both came in here with 5 buys, and it's a 4-round tournament where 3-1 gets you where you want to be. I think we keep this hand. Just take it round by round. Except everyone you're playing against has at least that record. These fan bearers are just super scary. It's good to see our 2-drop. We have a nice little curve out here, and we have a 3 mana answer to a fan bearer. So usually, I guess that's a pretty good rate for trading with fan bearer. The only good 1 mana answer to it is Magma Spray. Alright, they've got their perfect mana and a good start. Trade off here if they want. If they really want that. Okay. So now we've got the options. What are the options? I actually like playing Plague Belcher. What else are we going to do? Take a hit of 3 and kill Fanbearer? This makes them exert the Brawler if they don't want to use the Fanbearer right away. Hauler makes the Belcher a bit better. Then we'll have 2 4/3s in play, which is better than, well, it's almost better than what they have. And they don't want to offer this trade. So fair enough. And a little Wasteland Scorpion. Ooh, with first strike. God, that's good against Menace. Now we've got more threats to deal with. It's a lot of threats to deal with. And it means we have to be a little more careful about Splendid Agony. We could put both counters on Wasteland Scorpion and finish it off with Quarry Hauler in a turn. But then what's our answer to Fanbearer? I guess an eventual Deem Worthy. And at the very least, this lets us attack. Yeah, let's pass it back. I don't expect Hapatra's Mark or anything to save this Scorpion. That's going to have to be it. Splendid Agony to remove this Wasteland Scorpion. Cycle Canyon Slough. Is that how you pronounce it? Slough? Like laugh? Or slow? Slew? Sluh? I like slough. Interesting. See how this works. Might as well take less damage. I mean, we're gonna do this anyway. Ooh, that was perfect. Perfect in that weird kind of way. Well, we could attack. They're gonna let us attack here? Why on earth would they let us attack? So they don't have to deal with yet another blocker. Okay. Okay. Now they block Quarry Hauler, they get in for 4 damage. Did I say block? I mean they tap Quarry Hauler. We add a counter here. Now we have the Deem Worthy, which is a good answer to Fanbearer. Hopefully they don't have the trick to save it, but they're down to 1 card. We've got Wander in Death, so we've got some good late game. Oh no, start to finish. That's another reason they don't tap their pre-combat. Still beatable. They can kill Quarry Hauler here with their flashback. Aftermath, whatever you want to call it. All right, 5, 6, 7. Not technically dead, are we? Pretty close. Pretty close to dead. Is it possible that we have to kill the hooded brawler here and not Fanbearer? Let's see what they do. Yeah, they let it attack. They let it attack. Just a bit of a shame, isn't it? I'm gonna wait till the end step here because they probably tap the Plague Belcher and we're just gonna kill Hooded Brawler. I don't want them having some secret combat trick, and this kind of prevents that. Ah, kind of tricked ourselves here. Drawing Trial would have saved us a damage, I guess. But how bad is it if we if they do have that trick? It gets pretty insane. And this, you know, I don't know, this is just worse, but hey. Trial of Ambition. Now we've got options. We can use Wander in Death, get back the Hauler and the Initiate's Companion. But then we're playing an Initiate's Companion to block a 1/1 Vigilance. I would rather play Brawler this turn. And then I guess we have Cycling up. It's not really what we're going for here. What is this? Is this the haste dude? Oh, a Dusk to Dawn. That 1 damage from the trial might matter. We'll see. They've got 2 guys to bring back with the Dusk, or Dawn part of that. Well, shucks, what do we bring back? Brawler and Hauler? Or Belcher and Hauler? Or 2 creatures. Yeah, they're not going to want to use their mana next turn to tap our blocker. They're just going to want to get their creatures back. So we can kind of take this turn off. And the Hauler's just a better creature to have out versus this nonsense. A 3/2 is fine for this turn, then we can make it bigger next turn. All right. They got a lot more value out of their Dusk to Dawn than we're going to get out of our Wander in Death. Gobbo 2009. Like a goblin? Gobbo? Yeah, I mean, if they want to get in there 1 damage, they can tap the Belcher, and that's 25% of our life. But I think they just Dawn here. And that gets back their Scorpion, and it gets back their thing. And they get to do both. Okay. 8. All right, so we get a huge belcher here. Remove. We're going to do the same thing with this. Remove, and unless they're holding back on some kind of zombie, I think they're not going to have enough to tap all of this. I mean, they go fan bearer, or sorry, the wrappings dude, and then if they follow that up with a zombie and tap a thing, they can get 1 damage in, but it doesn't seem that likely. And we've got a lethal board, assuming they don't have blocks, but of course they do. That's good. And that means they're not going to be lethal here. So they can tap 2 of our guys. Let's say the Scorpion can't block. I'm not sure we're going to attack anyway. But it means, yeah, that they won't have this warrior back to block. I mean, to attack. That's the real issue with the warrior, is it gets that 3rd damage in to make it lethal. So they tap Plague Belcher, let's say. Then we have to hold back our guys to block and hope they don't top deck a zombie. We lose to a zombie. And we lose by attacking, so we can't even do that. At least this game feels close. But normally our savior Cartouche of Zeal will make us win that turn, and it didn't this time, so maybe we lost our chance. Oh no. Still not lethal. We go to 5 here. Yeah. I mean, we go to 1, rather. So they win with a trick, but they would have won with a trick anyway. 9, we need our haste creature to win this here. Crocodile of the Crossing, let's go. I even remembered his name this time. Let's do it, Crocodile. Or the Cartouche of Ambition. Old hooded brawler, huh? 9, that puts them to 3. I guess we just need a blocker. We're at 1, zombie still kills us. Dead to a zombie. This looks like a zombie. That also kills us. Well, I don't want to block the death touch, right? Yeah. Rough stuff. So what's the good card in this matchup? Scarab Feast? Yeah, I like Scarab Feast here. That would have been pretty solid against them. You know, they pay the 5 mana for Dawn, and we exile the creatures they could get back. Or if we don't time it quite right, we can just exile the Dawn. Yeah, that would have been pretty good there. Blighted Bat. Haste guys seem good. I'm not sure what we'd bring in for it. I'm also not 100% sure that we want Scarab Feast here over anything else. Over Oshra Cultivator. But a lot of the times, just what we need is green mana, and if we have black, we can help dig for green or red with this thing anyway. Yeah, we'll be on the play here. Sure. We don't have black, so we can use Wander to help dig for that. Keep this hand. Cycling does make this format a lot easier to play, a lot more forgiving. And we might as well just go for this companion. and hope to draw the black naturally. That would be a nice draw. Binding Mumi. Easy attack and probably an easy block for them. Okay, so we cycle here to hit that land drop, and we get it. Nice. So if we chose to be on the draw, we could have curved out on our own terms. Come on, land. Land is good. And what does land mean? Huh. I think we save Deemworthy for something more better. And maybe we play Minotaur here? Or just Quarry Hauler. It gives up some of the value of Quarry Hauler, but let's go for the Minotaur. We want to get maximum value this game, because we have the time to do it. The only way that bites us is if getting the value out of our spells requires giving them more time. Because you know what they say, time is value. But they'll exert here. Yep. Which really packs a punch. But if they let us and play something small, we can get some serious damage done with this cartouche. Now, that isn't really what we want to do right away. Maybe we just play the Quarry Hauler. You know, if they have that single card answer to the Minotaur, then we don't get our full money's worth out of the cartouche. But I think this is decent. It deals with this evasive creature while they don't have mana up to stop it. Cursed Minotaur is going to get in for a bit. Next turn we'll have enough mana to do Agony plus Ambition, which gets through about everything. And if not, next turn the Quarry Hauler finishes something off. Yeah, okay, good. So we didn't waste our cartouche on that. So now what? Now we just need a creature in play. Kind of unfortunate. But it doesn't make sense to do cartouche that turn, for sure. So they come back here and hit for, hit for the full value. I'm a little surprised they didn't just attack normally, but maybe they fear the trick. Colosopede. Yeah, that's a good one. We could make their guy a bit smaller. I'm not sure if that does anything. Make the other guy smaller. This might look a little less suspicious. But if they block with Velocipede here, we take him down. Yeah, and if they don't, we still have Splendid Agony open to us. Goodness gracious. All right. All right, let's pass it back. See what happens. See if they can mount a defense for this Quarry Hauler. They could have another compulsory rest. That is a reason not to block with Velocipede there. Or they could just have a trick that they'd rather hold mana up when they block it, in case we have something, which we do. Everyone's hungry for this win. Oh no. Oh dear. Did they play a land? Okay. So we take this hit and then use Scarab Feast to take out the fight. They haven't played a land yet, so they're not giving that up, but if they get to their main, we won't have a chance to react to this. So I think we just take our hit. But we don't want to give them priority on their main phase. So we do this. All right, and then we can pass. Oh man. Watch them play land. No, you gotta be kidding me. Well, we couldn't stop that from happening. You've gotta be kidding with that. Screw that. That sucks. All right. All right. Whatever. There's not much to fear. Hapatra's Mark is the only really thing they could use here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe they use a trick here and we blow them out. 4. We'll take 4 from the Brawler, though. They're exerting. That's kind of funny. There's no real reason to, unless they have some way to untap. And this is why we're keeping the Minotaur in play. Some of these monsters can get some value. We need to win this game too. That's the catch in all this. Yep. Nice little cycler, keeps them down at 2 colors for the time being. And even if they have that color card in their hand, that might be correct, because they're expecting this game to go for a while anyway. Not a bad draw. We don't want to use this Splendid Agony here. We really don't. So we'll take a hit of 4, and then we can use it if they play a creature second main. Or 2. I prefer taking 2 than 4. We don't need this end combat thing on anymore. Alright, we'll give him another shot here. Okay, cross into this, and now we can gain the life here. Get him thinking about a trick. So it doesn't look like they'll kill us next turn. They take 8. So, 2 more turns and we've got it. Here it is, Dawn. Kill all Earth stuff. God. Not much to do about that. The only silver lining is they don't have any creatures to bring back with it. Well, what do you know? A little creature. Yeah, let's let them untap. Maybe they have something. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a funny attack. We might blow out an attack like that. They could still have a trick, but I'll definitely try to block the Vitalist here. Let's see if they have anything first. Free kills. Cool. Untap this. Play an Amit. And not to give up on all that power. We could draw another Quarry Hauler too. We've got, what, 2 left in the deck? So you can't revive a dead creature, but you can sort of nurse the crocodile demon back to health. Come on, just have nothing. Just use Dawn now to get Naga Vitalist back. Do it. And they did. Desperate times. It does block Initiate's Companion, which we don't need to attack with here. Nice. 10 to 10. And they've got a million cards in their hand. They're feeling bad for cycling that Canyon Slough when they need it for... Gosh, was it black or red mana? I forget. They needed it for something. Maybe they're cycling something here. Compulsory rest. This trick again. Okay. No, force the issue. Ah, so gross. But we need to get in this damage when we can. Like, putting them on this 2-turn clock is one way to win. Like, if they don't draw with the card they need this turn, they might just be dead. Like, look at how that was their best play last turn. Oh no. Greater Sandworm. Oh no! How stupid is this? They just happen to have Greater Sandworm and a cartouche? What's going on here? Well, with any luck, they can't attack with it, but we can't attack into it. We've already used all our removal and stuff. We could, yeah, final reward on the bottom. Or in the graveyard. We need to draw the cartouche of Zeal. That might do it. Trial of Ambition. That doesn't do it. That does not do it. I mean, it kills a warrior. That's not nothing. But it's not enough to make a comfortable attack. There it is. That's going to end us. They're going to play Cartouche of Ambition, kill our Initiate's Companion, attack for 9 first strike, or Splendid Agony even. Yeah, whatever they have, it's going to be no fun for us. Alright, well, here it is. We need a Trial of Ambition. Or Trial of Zeal, rather. Trial of Zeal off the top. Yes, we did it! Okay, we're not out of the woods yet. But maybe they'll let us hit them for 4. You gotta be kidding if we win this. Don't have any life gain. Bam. And that earns a game 3. What? Well, we knew what we needed. We called shots. This game is stressful and terribly fun at the same time. Did we? Oh, good. No, I didn't mean to submit. I take it back. I wanted to look at the sideboarding. Oh, I was just going to change the level. Oh well, good hand. And they're down to 6. Come on, this could be it. And we have the perfect land we need. Just our little Jund Charm land with an Initiate's Companion to get things going. Good deal. Oh no, they have the black to begin with. Oh, it won't stop us. Well, let's see what happens. Stir the sands. That's not bad off a mulligan. And there's not much we can do here. Just trade with it, play Trial of Zeal, and keep going. Or Trial of Strength, rather. What else are we going to do? Splendid Agony it? No thanks. Okay, so they can get their red this turn if they find, or white, yeah. Naga Vitalist does it. Goodness gracious. Alright, bunch of 1-2s going on over there. Play the land first in case we need deem worthy in combat. And if we don't need it, we could just keep playing out threats. Wait for the more opportune time. And I like Quarry Hauler as a threat here. It doesn't make too much sense other than it's, you know, the same size as this thing and attacks pretty well. And they kill the beast. Kill the beast. Sure. Well, at least they took the hit off it. Colossipede. Come on now. We don't need Colossipede. We can't even deal with it. But we can trade with it. And that's not nothing. All right, let's see if they bite. If they don't trade, that's okay. And if they do trade, that's okay. And then we'll play another threat. And now we're holding up our green that might have been our trick to trade with the Colossipede. Okay. Alright. Land next turn would be ideal. Find a way to deal with the 6/6 first strike. Take our hit. Come on, land off the top. Dread Wanderer. We could always final reward the Dread Wanderer. Be done with it. Land, come on. That's not a land. I signed up for a land, not a cartouche of zeal. Let's see if we can find a land. We're going to need to deal with this Fanbearer eventually. Okay. And then that gives us a couple turns. Okay, so we did find a land. It's not one we want to use right away. Or maybe it is. It does help our Hooded Brawler block Dread Wanderer, so we only take 6 this next turn. And then we bring back Trial of Strength. You know what? I've seen worse plays. Our big issue here is not the number of cards we can play, it's getting the time to cast them all. Okay. 10. That's quite the hit. That's a scary hit. Four. There are things that just kill us here. So, what are the best options? Final reward's an answer. Chump blocking is another answer. And chump blocking lets us do 2 things. And if they have that fight/trample spell, that kind of sucks for us. That gets pretty scary. Okay, well, we can sort of play at instant speed because we have not only the final reward, but the Hooded Brawler sack. So what we're trying to do here is bait out an attack with everything, block the Dread Wanderer, which they could bring back, and exile the Colossipede. Alternatively, block the Vitalist and take 3. But yeah, it's coming down to the point where we can't play around so much. We just have to do what's best on the board. And going down to 1 is a little scary, but we've got 2 life in the bank for turns after, and Splendid Agony deals with these guys attacking. So they're thinking, what on earth could my opponent have? They're in pretty good shape. There's no way we kill them on the crackback here. Let's see what they do. Attack with everyone. Because if we have nothing, they want to make us, they want to see, you know. I'll do this before blocks. I mean, I don't see that that changes anything. Is there a +1 damage spell that we're not thinking of? I don't think so. Let's just kill this. We are at 1. And they may not be able to play anything here, since they're kind of stuck on the number of mana they have. But they could cycle, like a Greater Sandworm. Oh man. Yeah, this is getting nuts. We like the last match. No, there's 8 matches still going on. The 2 seed versus the 3 seed. Battling it out for domination here. Again, they're certainly not out of this game. What is this? Trial of... Oh, Cartouche of Strength. Just to trade there. And if they played that first on just about any creature, they might have won the game. Maybe not, though. We could have still exiled the big guy and then blocked the guy with the Cartouche of Strength. They've got no cards in hand, so they get Dread Wanderer back next turn. Comes in tapped. One greedy play here. Yeah, that doesn't kill us on its own. So one greedy play here is just to play 2 creatures. Put this on the Brawler. Pass back. It's not greedy, it's just correct. I don't know. I don't see a way they can attack through both of these. Binding Mummy. God, that is spooky. So they still can't attack this turn, but it was hella close. Good lord. Well, thank goodness for that. If only we had another one. We go up to 3. If we have this back to block and they draw a zombie, we might be dead. But maybe not. If we attack with the beast here and hold up Wander in Death, sorry, hold up Splendid Agony in this, we go to 3. If they don't draw a trick, we might be in good shape. Another greedy play here. But one that doesn't lose on board. In response to a zombie, we might have to kill that Binding Mummy. So let's see how they attack. Attack with everything. They don't attack with everything. Well, I like that. That lets us Splendid Agony the Binding Mummy. And then get in for 7. You gotta be kidding me here. Is there anything we can bring back that helps us? Is there any haste thing they can bring out? Let's put him at 1. Get back a couple guys. All right, no Crocodile of the Crossing, and we've got it. Abzan doesn't have much reach in this format. Jeez. 6-0. Man, good luck, Gabo, getting those were those were some crazy games. 6-0.